Hello everyone, in today's video we are diving into a Mage and Archer immortal tier list. This ranking is based on my personal experience where I've tested these immortals extensively and faced them in battles. I've used most of them immortals either in my own teams or in open arena settings. If you disagree with any of my rankings or feel that certain immortals deserve to be in a higher or lower tier, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to drop a comment either here on YouTube or in Daily Talk section. Let's dive into the tier list I put together so far. In tier C, these immortals are mainly for collections. They are currently not viable in battle unless IK makes significant changes to optimize them. As for tier B, this tier includes immortals that were once a part of the meta. They can still be effective in the third and fourth teams, but most of them have fallen out of the top spots. In tier A, these immortals are strong enough to be a part of your main or secondary teams and perform well in most situations. Some of them might shine more in PvE than PvP. Tier S immortal in this tier are meta defining or should be used in your main team. They are powerful, capable of carrying teams, and excels when paired with the right allies. As for tier S plus, these are the absolute best attacking immortals in the game. Top tier picks that dominates in almost any scenarios. In this section of the video, I will be explaining why these immortals are in these tiers. I'm gonna rank the top 3 mage and archers in game in my opinion. So let's start with some explanation for A tier, why I put them there. The first 3 immortals, Elizabeth, Empress Wu, and Sendok, could have all been S tier because their march and their build can be really strong, especially in the early and the mid game. In the late game, I think with the current meta, I don't think full fire can fight any Earth Himiko or Earth Khan marches at this moment. It might change in the next or two, three patches, but in the current patch and probably the next patch as well, will struggle against the meta marches. That's why I put them in A tier. However, they are really strong, especially Sendok, because she can be a good immortal for PvP and PvE, especially with if you have her artifact maxed. Same thing can be said about Elizabeth. I think she's very flexible, fits into various of teams. Her artifacts are quite easy to get if you manage to qualify for Throne of Supreme, then you will get her artifact each time you qualify. So yeah, that's pretty much about the A tier. The other immortals are really good as well. And the reason why I put Margaret here is because after the update, I think she would be super strong. Maybe not like A S tier strong, but in theory she can be very strong, and I'm putting her in the A tier because of the theory that I have with her after reading the patch note for the patch that will come out on August 15. But we'll have to see test her again. But for now, I think she being here is reasonable because the changes she will get will buff her significantly from what she currently is. As for the first S tier in this list will be Genghis Khan. He will also get a buff randomly that basically came out of nowhere, and he was quite strong before with his anti-heal, and his damage was really strong. When you max out, you get 440%. After the next patch or the upcoming patch, on the August 15, he will buff from 440 to 500%, which I think is super strong. So I'm not surprised if he will get nerfed in the next 2 or 3 patches in the future. So the first S plus tier, 102, in my opinion, I would probably rank them like this. Himiko, super strong, very flexible, and easy to get right now as well. If you manage to max out her artifact in the spark, it might take some time, but she's super strong. I really recommend her. If you were to choose from beginning, you want to try to get a meta march already from like early game instead of trying to unlock Elizabeth or focusing on other teams. I think you can try to get her fragments in the Spark of Galaxy from early on and then spend your time over in probably like 4 or 5 months time. You can max her out using in your Earth Himiko team or Water Himiko team, Fire Himiko team, Lightning Himiko team. So I think you know where I'm trying to go with it. She's very flexible. She has a very good skill. She can void and then backline immortals, and if she hits the right immortals, it will be very OP. Loki, no question there. He's a chaos immortal, very strong, has one of kind skill as well, same as Himiko. He has a confuse skill, and it seems to be very strong. I fought against it, lost against it many times, and I can't wait to try him in open arena. Although I've tried him several times, but I tried him in holy Loki, but I would like to try him in like lightning Loki or even Earth Loki. I think Earth Loki is the best setup for Loki at this moment because the main meta March is the Poseidon, Athena, Theodora, and Fu Fei. That is kind of the main March at the moment, and Loki doesn't belong there. But the best March for Loki, in my opinion, Earth Loki or Holy Loki, one of them. So yeah, that's for me in this Mage and Archer tier list. I hope you enjoyed listening to the tier list and my opinion about these immortals. Some of you might disagree. Please comment in YouTube or in daily task section, and I'll see you guys in the next and the last tier list ranking video.